Hey yo, welcome to another episode of Off the Beaten Path, your new favorite podcast. If you fucks with us, go ahead and give a like, comment, and subscribe. Today we have Corbian. How are y'all doing today?
Pretty
Doing
good.
good, yeah, fine.
Fuck yeah. And if you don't mind introducing yourselves and what you play.
Yeah, of course. So I will start first. My name is Peter or Pete. I'm the rhythm guitarist in our band and also the newest member right now.
Hey, my name is Niels. I'm the lead vocalist and also doing some shit on the background.
I'm Aaron. I'm the bassist.
Hell yeah. And how did Corbian originally form?
To be honest, we were a cover band for I'm on the Mouth.
Hmm.
That's a Swedish like Viking death metal band.
Yep.
And yeah, we just jammed on it, a few songs, and then I stepped in the band as a guitar player, and I was like, dude, we totally have to play our own songs. This sucks. I mean, these bands are great, but let's jam our own stuff. And I bought in two songs, and from there on, we just did more our own stuff.
Nice. So you originally came in as a guitarist.
Yeah, yeah.
And have you been a vocalist in any other bands, or this is your
No,
first one?
no, that was my first try. We had another vocalist, and yeah, we switched it around because I had the feeling he wasn't enough presence on stage.
Mm.
He was just standing there. Vocals were okay, but I'm like a freak when I get on stage, dude. I smash guitars and do shit and stomp everywhere, and that's why they said, "Hey, maybe you should do vocals." And yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, one thing I'm very fascinated by is that y'all started off as a Mon or Marth cover band. Here in the
Yeah.
States, we don't have cover bands of typically genres that heavy. Usually it's like hard rock is about as heavy as it goes. Is that
Yeah.
common in Germany to cover bands that heavy?
I think so. It depends on how good you are and also which type of music or of metal music you hear. There are so many different types. Some of them are heavier, some of them are softer. So you have so much to choose on, and depends on what you hear, what you also are able to play or to sing or to play on drums or whatever. And yeah, so there are a lot of cover bands.
I mean, it's not like these metal cover bands get much coverage. I mean, they're doing it in the basements and playing a few local gigs, but yeah, it's the ACDC cover bands and you name it that get $2,000 dollars for a fucking marriage gig. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, same here, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's like that in the states, definitely. But yeah, like Bobby said, like you'll have metal bands cover other metal band songs, but you won't actually have like a metal cover band, of like As Lay Dying or something. But
Yeah, yeah.
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 Yeah. But to be honest, we have one. We have Rammstein
Yeah.
Hmm.
cover bands.
Yeah.
I think two. They are pretty big
Two popular
because
ones.
because they are all also doing the whole pyrotechnic shit and all
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
But other than that, not that many.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Some maiden bands are there too, but yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and I'm with you. Like cover bands are awesome, and there's a place for it. But man, if I'm in a band, I wanna write original music and do original shit.
Of
Yeah.
But
course.
yeah, there's a there's a place for it, and but y'all just released an EP a couple months ago, chapter two.
Yeah.
So, is there a significance to that? Like, was there a chapter one before, and you're like, this is a new chapter of Corbian, or is it something completely different?
I mean, musically, it's not very different. It's an ongoing thing. I think it's where the path had led us. It's you could see it going towards this. So But yeah, of course, there are new things that we haven't tried on the previous releases, and it's just chapter 2 because it's just as a band such a new thing, and it's there was a little bit time off, and we felt like this was kind of a new start, I guess.
Right.
Song-wise, it did evolve, but for us, it was kind of a new start, I think.
Yeah,
a little bit.
During the making of Chapter 2, we had a new member who left the band now, but with him, he brought a new touch in our music style, and a bit more modern, a bit more metalcore-ish, and his ghost is pretty much in Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's the first time we recorded in another studio, and pretty much a new environment for us also.
And
Yeah.
before, go on.
I was just gonna say I saw the video where y'all put out the making of Chapter 2, but it was in German, so I couldn't understand it. Is there anything? Is there anything in that video that you would like to share today?
I guess one thing is that obviously I think even if you don't understand it, you can see that we're having a lot of fun in the studio, and it's quite nice to be where we are home, because this recording studio is where we practice and also where we live in the same city, and it was just nice to be at home with all our friends. And the dude who produced Chapter 2, his name is Marius. He's a friend of ours. He's also in a band. We share a practice space with him, and he's just an awesome dude. And that was kind of a nice thing,
And is that the dude that you were talking about before we started recording? That
Oh, that's another one.
That's
another one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And the other one, that's the guy that you've been with for like 6 years, you said?
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Okay, and how did you meet him? Friend?
Our drummer saw a
Online.
message on Facebook.
Yeah, like an online announcement that a new producer is looking for bands to start working on.
Yeah, he was like, I'm doing a little bit of mixing and producing. I'm looking for bands. I record in my living room for not a small fortune, so we were like, yes, let's go.
Let's try it.
Hell yeah. And Bobby spoke earlier on it was in German, that video, but why sing and scream in English and not German?
To be honest, I listen to mostly English music, and I think it's an international way to send your messages out, and I like that, and I also don't like the sound of German, and for some reason I can't write good lyrics in German.
Interesting.
It sounds stupid. I don't know why. It just does.
It's very interesting.
It's more fun and more aggressive kind of when you write lyrics in English. When you write lyrics in German, German is a pretty violent language sometimes. At least it sounds like that to not German speaking folk, I think.
Oh, 100%. You mentioned Rammstein earlier. I was a sophomore in high school, so 10th grade. Heard Du Hast for the first time, and I was like, what the fuck is this? These guys are crazy. And like it sounded so aggressive and like so metal. And then like I heard German people speak, I'm like, oh, it's not as violent as the music, but
He's exaggerating,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But it can sound just so, the guttural sounds of German just sound so good for like heavy music.
Yeah, of course, He definitely plays the role of the evil German. Very good,
Right. And-
Corbian took that role very good in your song "Nunfucker."
Oh man.
Dude, it's quite a controversy, but we love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this, because for me, like metal lyrics like that, it's more like it's playful, right? So you're not being completely serious.
Yeah.
I take it
No,
as more like a horror movie. Like it's not promoting violence or like all this death or
No.
whatever. It's
Not
just
such
good
thing,
entertainment. But there are gonna be definitely critics out there that say that kind of stuff has no place in music. What would be your response to them?
You know, we had some critics that told us that we couldn't have a girl
Yeah.
in this video, and we kind of like use her because she looks good and all that stuff. But I mean, it was her idea. This girl, she's named Alicia, and she likes that stuff. She wanted to be in that video. She thought that idea sounded hilarious, and she also got a smoking nun on her leg tattooed, so she was the perfect fit for it. And we all had just some fun, you know, playing in that church and her licking a cross and all that stuff. We had a fun time during that video. It was so much. It was so much positivity, and not a single moment where we thought, oh, maybe we treat her wrong or something like that. It was just a fucking good time, you know.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
One point is that if you're a more or less local band and you want to let people see what you do, or be a little different, you have to shock a little bit, or maybe also use something like this to let the people talk about you. And I think that's what we perfectly did with the Nunfuckers video.
Yeah, and I mean, where we kind of did it on purpose, that people think, oh, no, it's a little bit controversial, but not in the sense that we're showing a girl or something like that, but more in the sense of we're critics of the church, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I can openly say. You know, everyone can believe whatever they want, but for me personally, I'm not a religious person, and I think everyone should take the piss of self sometimes. You know, you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
like-
you can.
Religion is mostly not the problem; it's the church thing. But that's a bit too political now, I think.
Yeah, you know, we would just wanted to have a storyline that pretty much says, you know, there's this nun and there's the priest, and they both like each other. Yeah, they want to get intimate, you know, but they can't because of some stupid reasons, you know. And then they say fuck off. She pulls the nun clothes off, and she goes dancing, having a beer, having party, you know, just living life.
Right.
And that's pretty much the critics, that they hold themselves back, you know. Everyone can do what they want, but I think personally it would hold me back. And it's, yeah.
Yeah. And I think being forced to abstain from sex is like that's not good for any human, you know. Like,
Oh,
why do you think, why do you think they're fucking little boys and shit? Like, they're fucking horny. It sucks and it's sad and it's disgusting, you know, but they're having to abstain from sex. Like, what?
Yeah, but I think there are some good people in that too,
Mhm.
where they're just dedicated to
Yeah.
the religion, and that's also good.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice to have a community, and that's what I like about religion, you know? It's not all bad. We have a friend of ours, she's a churchgoer, and she tells us how awesome her priest is and all that, and he is awesome, you know? But yeah, there are these and these, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's like that in any field. Like, you're gonna have preachers that are there trying to lead people to God, and then you're gonna have the ones that do it for money. You're gonna have doctors that went to school so they can really help people, and then same
Yeah.
with cops. Anything like
Yeah.
Yes,
there's
right.
good and bad people.
Yeah, I mean, if people look for a purpose and they find that, that's great. If they have a better life that way, so be it. Yeah.
Yeah, but One bad apple spoils a bunch, you know,
Right.
and makes it all look bad. And you know, you talked about like you know, aggression on stage and breaking guitars, and you know, some of your lyrics come from like a place of anger.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're, I don't know if you're an angry person in like your normal life, like you're mad at the world and fuck, you know, shit, but would you say that you're able to get that anger out the best when you're writing a song, when you're recording it, or when you're playing on stage?
It has to be all these three parts for me personally. It's a bit of a release if I write it off, you know, then it's not that much in my mind. But then I record it. I get it on in the studio, you know, get a t-shirt off and you know, and that's the mode I have to be in, you know. And then when we're on stage, it's like like a 3-step possession thing, like exorcism, you know. And the last part is the stage, you know, where you sweat like shit if you're doing the stuff we do.
Yeah.
I'm like in 20 minutes I'm drinking like this bottle of water because I'm just sweating and spinning around and shit, you know. And after that we're all fucked up, dude. Our backs are hurting. I'm like sweaty. I have to change everything.
Yes.
You know, everything's sticky and dude, it's not nice, but it's so relieving. And after that, that's where I'm like at peace with myself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Now I'm settled.
Yeah.
And it's not just for us, man. We're banging our heads, we're jumping around and getting aggression of ourselves, but it's also cool to see other people.
They feed off it.
They're freaking out and getting their frustration out of their life. So
yeah, now that's what's giving us a smile also on stage.
Yeah.
We're not that angry on stage. I mean, we have our parts, you know, when you're really feeling it and you punching yourself or each other or a little bit of breaking down, but at the end we're smiling a lot on stage, you know, because it's just a nice coming together and we're all having fun.
Some of our friends are coming to our shows because they talk to us and say, "Oh man, well, I had a shitty day at work today, and now I'm feeling better because I can't just fucking go at it." And
Yeah. That's a great thing. Like when someone's able to leave your show feeling better than when they came to it, you know, before they came to it.
Yeah, that's what we hope for. That everyone has a better time.
Yeah.
We are a band. I think we are a band. We make music for people, not for us. So that's also what I personally like about metal music, but also about banging my head on a stage or jumping around or whatever. Because you see the people do the same, and you can feel, or almost feel, that they love this and they need this and that they feel better now. And that's what I personally love the most about the music, because you can just express yourself, you can be yourself, you can do whatever you want, nearly whatever you want at a show, and there are people that are just like you or that are similar or that feel similar, and that's a nice thing about it.
Yeah. And people also tell me a lot that you're so quiet and settled, but when you're on stage, you're someone else. I'm like, yeah, that's the part of me that I want to get out, and when it's out, then it's cool. But it has to go out some way or another.
Yeah, I remember our stepdad, you know, when he first started, you know, coming around dating my mom or whatever. You know, we didn't really talk. It's not that we didn't get along, we just didn't really talk that much. I'm like, this is a new person. But he came to one of our shows. I was probably like 17, and after the show, he was like, "Where has this person been? Like, who are you? You know, like you're so quiet into yourself, but on stage, you're this animal, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, it is like you said, you know, like whatever is inside you."
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about this art of music, you know, like you said. no one has seen you that way before, you know, because it's that music that makes it able for you and for me and some of these people to express themselves like they shouldn't do otherwise.
Right. Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
And do y'all's live shows still have a visual aspect? I know in the past I've seen y'all wear like war paint, like gas mask and different outfits. Do y'all still do that?
No, we
No.
graduated from that, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to be honest, we invest a lot of time in doing light shows and and we still got the like the mic stands made of wood, you know, it's like branches and shit. So we still have that a little bit
Oh, yeah.
nature element to it, like from liking a lot of Nordic stuff and all that shit from Almamath and all that stuff we still like. And pretty much the rest of the show is just us being hopefully entertaining and reacting to the people. And you know, we're also a band that does a lot of stupid shit on stage, you know,
Also off stage,
and we
but
talk a lot of shit, you know.
Yeah.
I never practice what I speech at shows, you know. It's very important for me to be in the moment and say what I want. Sometimes it's, you know, you never know what to get. Sometimes I made some points that are pretty important to me on some topics that are important to me, but other times it's just, dude, let's have a good time.
Dad jokes.
Dad
jokes.
speaking
I love
to
dad
him, making
jokes.
him uncomfortable on stage, make him say stupid stuff, or I don't know, spilling beer to the audience, doing the Triple H or something like
Hell
that.
yeah. So you just mentioned Triple H, like were you a wrestling fan?
Yes.
Oh, all of you. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, we both went to shows, and fun fact, CM Punk slipped on a Diet Coke, which I
Oh,
spilled on the floor.
I know that was
awesome.
amazing to see.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's
that made it
badass.
more real for me.
Hell yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, we went to a couple of shows back in the day. The only big wrestler that we saw, because it was a small town that we lived in, was
Yeah.
Bill Goldberg with WCW before
Yeah.
he went WWF.
Dude, he has like the gnarliest spear I've ever seen. It's like,
Yes.
Yep. Bobby, I don't know if your phone died or something, but you're frozen.
I'm
On my
frozen?
screen at least. Is
Okay.
he frozen to y'all?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
he is.
Okay. And y'all's y'all put out music pretty fucking consistently. So
Yeah.
what's y'all's writing process like?
We're writing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we're looking okay. There's a studio upcoming, and let's write songs. We're constantly writing. Yeah.
We're constantly working on demos and
And we're pushing ourselves, you know,
Yeah.
like very hardcore. I mean, we're not that big, to be honest, but I think it's a work aesthetic, you know, that makes a band or not. It's just hard work. That's the way it is, you know.
Right.
If you're somewhat talented, I wouldn't say we're that talented, but we're somewhat talented, and hard work is, I think, what got us to the point where are we now, which is only the beginning, hopefully, but that's where we are right now. We're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And also something that y'all do is y'all have like 3 or 4 features, and that's something that maybe bigger bands in the States do, but not really local bands. Like you don't see that many features. So is that something that's in the Germany local scene, or do y'all just wanna showcase
really.
different artists?
Not really. We just love to connect with other people from other bands and to become friends with them. Or we have some features with bands that we played with already and kind of kept in contact. And it's always fun to become friends with that. Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to give back, you know, support each other, because local support is really important here in our local scene.
Right.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, we might have a pretty big guest on the new album, which we are
Maybe.
writing the first song at the
Yeah.
moment. But other than that,
And you're all going to be back at Commune 2010 for the new album?
no, we're back with our guy Danny. He lives with his wife far outside in the country, and we're doing it with him. It was fun in the Comuna studios, but he's just our go-to guy. You know, it just works.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's so experienced. Like I learned so much from him. I went to the studio 3 times now because, as I said, I'm the newest member, and I learned so much in these 3 weekends. So yeah, he just knows what this song needs or this part needs or whatever. So yeah, it's just awesome to work with him.
Yeah, and I heard that, like the Beatles, I can't remember the name of the guy that they work with all the time, but they always called him like the fifth Beatle, because just having that outside ear is very important.
It's definitely like that. Definitely.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. I mean, that's what you need, because if you already have chemistry with someone and he understands you, y'all understand him, then it works out so much easier.
And he's a fucking good musician, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
That's we're not making a big deal of it, you know. If we struggle with some part, and he's like, "Give me that guitar," and he's
Right.
like, "It's done," you know. And
Nice.
then he or he has to learn it afterwards,
Yeah.
the right way, you know.
Always pain in the ass.
Yeah. To
always.
be honest, when we recorded our first album in 2016, we came in there, we were like shit musicians, dude. and he just played maybe the half of the guitars, you know, because we were like, dude, it's not working, yeah. And we built from that, you know. He taught us shit, then he said, "No, you try it at home. Next time I'll check it." We grew from that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people don't understand recording's not easy. You
It's
know, you
not.
got that metronome in your
Definitely
ear, and yeah, it's not the easiest thing. And
Yeah.
Alex, was that you that got shot in the ass? It was on Instagram. Your pants were down and something shot you in the ass. It looked like.
Yeah.
That's
That's our drummer.
Yeah.
The drummer.
Sadly,
Okay.
he's there at the moment, but yeah,
Yeah,
What was that?
it was like firecracker.
I thought so.
Yeah. He shoved it up his ass, and he lit it for a stupid promo move. Yeah.
Yes.
But I can tell you that that's the way he is, even if
Yes.
the cameras are off.
Yeah.
Dude, they were like fucking child scissors that were in a practice space, which he stuck up his ass, and now we threw
at
it
us.
away, and we immediately threw that thing away.
Yeah.
Because it smelled like shit, and it was probably full of shit. Dude,
What
he
the hell?
just likes to be entertaining with his ass. I don't know, dude.
He sounds like the Steve-O from Jackass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Definitely.
He has that ass fetish, yeah.
Wow.
But that's also a point. We are all weirdos in our own ways. Definitely.
Right.
Uh,
And Aaron's the first person I've ever seen do a front flip and drink a beer at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, these are some Croatian drinking skills.
Yeah. I was like, man, over here with shotgun beers, over there they shotgun beers while doing front flips. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. And I could be wrong, but is Bonded, is that talking about the band and that being a family?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's precisely what it is, yeah.
Yeah, I was reading the lyrics on that, and I was like, oh shit, this is tight, you know, because there are some bands where it's like, hey, we're in a band, we might be friends, you know, but you can tell, you know, when there's that chemistry there as well, and you are a family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we're definitely like a family, you know. like I myself, I'm a only child, you know, and I'm not that close with my family. It's not that big, and it's not that important to me, to be honest. And they're like my family, you know. It consists of my best friends, and yeah, we hang out like almost every day, you know. And even if we're not practicing, which has stepped back because we have so much other stuff to do, you know. Even if we're like smoking hookah, I think you know what a hookah is?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. And we have hookah bars all around here, you know, because yeah, it's that far here, and even if we're chilling there, we're talking about band stuff, and we should invite this guy, or maybe we should do a promo like this, or we're collecting ideas for a music video while we're sitting there, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even making funny plans with the guys who own the bar, like, yeah, can we shoot a music video here, maybe with the hookahs and maybe some twerking ladies and
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but just by explaining this, I became a member of the band last year, and I used to live nearly 100 kilometers away from Offenbach, and I drove to Offenbach 2 or 3 times a week for practice and also for hanging out.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, end of last year, I quitted my job at my former hometown. I moved here. We both live together in a nice flat here, and so yeah, this became my family in here. So band is all the time, all around in our heads, and also we see each other nearly every day. So I think that is something that is not common in bands or local bands. Maybe they are friends, maybe they're hanging out together, maybe they're playing music, but we are one all the time.
Yeah, I think that's a proof to our family roots here, because they're like you said, I know him for a year now, and we're live together.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think for bands, like the time spent together outside the practice room is more important than the practice room, because once you've played together enough, music becomes easy. But that connection you make outside the practice room and off the stage is where you like really form those tight bonds.
Yeah, of course,
Right.
of course, yeah. I mean, we have to get along all the time, so you have to be in a tight bond.
Yeah. And Pete, with you living so far away at first, how did you become in the band?
Pretty funny story. So I have a friend. He's also close with the rest of the band, and he's a really, really good guitarist. And
He also features on our first album,
Right, yeah.
Supremacy of Fire. He does like the crazy sweeping stuff because he's
Gotcha.
fucking genius.
Yeah, so he's called Olli Sattler, and I had a pretty rough time with private problems and also my ex-girlfriend and so on. And then he said to me, hey, if you want to hang out, let's play a little bit of guitar. I'll show you my practice room. And that's where I first experienced the Kommune, where we also have our practice room now. And I also met Marius, so the guy who produced the last EP, and also our drummer there. And I think we came along from minute one, and so this all starts. And then I drove here for hanging out with the guys and drinking beer, playing some music, and then they asked me if I want to join the band. And then I said yes, and that's where the downfall began.
Yes.
Right.
And Offenbach, that's like I don't know what you would call it in Germany, but that's what we would call like a suburb to Frankfurt.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So is it more like a kind of big city, or is it a little bit more country?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like a big city, but it's not that big as Frankfurt. It's like the brother nobody wants to talk about.
The ugly brother of Frankfurt.
Yes. And all Germany, Offenbach has a history.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but we
everywhere,
like it here.
yeah, you can ask nearly everyone in Germany, or tell them you live in Offenbach, and they're all like, "Oh my God, Offenbach, why?" So yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh, is that history y'all mind talking about?
Oh, well, that's no problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
Offenbach is just it's not that of a it's not a nice town in that sense of way that it's not pretty, you know, it's pretty chaotic, the streets are full, and
I don't.
it's not that clean here, but other than that it's pretty nice, you know. It's a place where so many cultures clash and work together and live together, but it's not for everyone, you know.
Yeah.
It's like very diverse here, you know.
Yeah.
So some people like it, they love it, like us, and some people don't like it, you know.
Right.
It's not perfect, you know.
I don't know much about the criminal rate here, but there are definitely some drug stuff going on here, and
Yeah.
Frankfurt also. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a couple places that, around here that have that stigma where it's like, oh yeah, that's a drug capital or blah 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 blah, and like, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
And
but we like it here.
yeah,
You know,
definitely.
we like that. I don't know. It's a little bit. You know, on the other one hand, it's a little bit like dangerous sometimes here at nights or something like that. But on the other hand, we like it that way, and it's also very open. You know, it's crazy. You know, there are crazy people living here.
Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah.
But we like it. We like that craziness. We like that that it's not perfect. You know.
Right.
It just suits us, I guess,
Yeah.
as person or as people, and also as a band.
Right.
And Offenbach is also like a little capital for those wannabe gangster rappers here, and
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we have them
interesting.
a lot here. Yeah.
Nearly
Interesting.
every bigger name in the German rap world who says he's from Frankfurt, he's originally from Offenbach or from around here.
Yeah.
So
Right.
And that's how many people know Offenbach from a big rapper who's from here.
yeah,
And he talks about Offenbach a lot, and like he grew up here. and
Oh,
all
okay.
that.
So is there a big art scene there, like music and visual arts?
Visual arts, definitely. Musically, for hip hop music or rap music, yeah. But for metal, not that much.
Yeah.
Our practice space were like 40 bands, but some of them are more or less like covering and all that stuff. And a few bands are like us who really want to get going. There's not much of a metal or rock scene here.
See,
We
more
have-
so.
We have one band there, which we are very good friends of. Is apart from us, they're doing like
A pop punk.
a high
Yeah.
school
Stuff,
high school pop punk thing. Yeah.
Got you. Oh yeah. So y'all more so have to drive, to go to the music scene, because I see y'all play some, pretty big shows, draw some pretty good crowds. So, but
Yeah.
just not in
Yeah.
Offenbach. Got you.
Yeah.
And what would be your dream band to play with? Like, even if all three of y'all are different answers.
A dream band.
that's a tough one.
I think maybe every one of us can tell one or two.
Mhm.
The one that comes to mind for me first would definitely be Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
Metalcore dude.
Yeah.
And secondly, I don't know,
Breaking
maybe like
Benjamin?
maybe like something like Breaking Benjamin, or more like of a legend, maybe. Dude, I mean it's not realistic, but if he would still live, Motorhead. Dude, I mean
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a thing, but dude, it would be such an honor, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess
For you?
for me it would be definitely Shadow of Intent, of course. So I just love deathcore, and I love everything about this band, really. And maybe also Thy Art Is Murder or To the Grave from
Hell
Australia,
yeah.
because I just like these heavy guitars, like breaking jaws, breakdowns, and yeah.
Right.
I don't think it would work together, but Black Label Society.
That's
and,
nice.
Aiming on Mouth would be crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Then our band would become full circle. Yeah.
Right.
We actually met the dudes.
Wait, y'all didn't meet?
We kind of played with a band with us.
Yeah, like Catalytic Capitation. Yeah, we played with them. Yeah, and that is
Cool.
a big
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
That is a big thing to us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that was
what's-
awesome.
I bet, yeah. Man, Cattle Decapitation, fuck yeah. I bet that was a fun show. Hell yeah.
Dude. We saw stuff, dude. They're just
only
crazy,
imagine.
dude.
Yeah.
Man.
I can't tell much, but they're doing the vegan thing on another level.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, definitely. And what was I about to say? Oh, y'all's videos, you know, one, y'all have a good bit of videos, which is fucking awesome, but they always look like, you know, either very well produced or like y'all are also having fun while doing it. What would you say is your favorite video you've shot so far?
For me, it's pretty easy because I'm just in 2 videos. It's Nunfuckers and Atlas, and I have to say I like Atlas more because it's just full of band shots and full of, or it's just band shots, and yeah. So this would be my choice.
To be honest, either way for me, it's like The Darkness because it was a lot of fun doing all the stuff with the ropes and the what was like the soft air guns and all that shit, and we went to a military place from I think it was US, and we just arrived there with no plan at all and a camera crew, and we were like on the front entry, and there were like dudes with machine guns, and there was like dogs guarding the thing, and we were like, can we shoot a video here?
Yeah, and we had a go with us, and they
And she was doing makeup.
yeah, and they were pretty critical at first and thought we were about to shoot porn. So we had to specifically explain them what we're doing, and yeah.
He was at first like, let me take a quick call. And we were like, dude, we were getting 5 stars, you know, GTA style. And we're like getting the hell out of there. And after a few minutes, he came back, he put the guns down, and he was like, yeah, come in, as long as you're not shooting porn. And we're like, no, dude.
Well,
Damn, we're sick of
That's
the
badass.
Germans doing porn stuff here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
Oh, that's
Wow.
badass.
And the first one, the video for Supremacy of Fire,
Yeah.
it's a tie for me because the first video, I mean, it's a first video that's kind of special, and also we got to bury him alive. That was kind of fun,
Nice.
and he
nice.
laughed at it. He was shoveling his own grave, you know, and he lay in it, and we put the stuff back on him, and he was like laughing all the time. That was, yeah,
that's Aron.
good times, yeah.
Crazy ass motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Hell yeah.
My favorite music video was Parasite Humanity.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Because
Well, we took a piss on the German culture. Oh.
Oh man.
Man. Did y'all get some controversy for that?
what?
Not that much. If we got some trouble for that video.
No, not really. I guess there are some critics that could say we're sexist again, but they're not they're not getting the point of it. Like, we had the ex-singer of the band Circus of Fools, which is a pretty good band here, and she was like in the role of a beautiful woman just walking past us, and we kind of wanted to show that men are
animals.
Boys will be boys, and that's sometimes not a good thing.
You know, we have a drinking culture here. You know, if you think about the Germans with lederhosen and like brezeln and beer and all that stuff, that was a cliche that we did,
and sometimes those women in those parties are being not treated nicely, which we want to take critic on that.
Yeah, but in a fun way, you know.
Right.
Like we're drinking beer, we're looking at her boobs, and she was like, "Dude, what the fuck? My face is up here," and then he gets a bitch slap, you know, and he falls into the grass and gets spilled on with beer.
I think the only controversial thing the guys did there was
waste of beer.
also yes, but was feeding the chicken with. Out of the KFC bucket.
That was awesome.
We did a promo video for that.
So
in which we
it's not in the music video, but we had a trailer for the music video.
Yeah, I actually raised chickens myself. I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was kind of funny, and that's also the video that got the most traffic on our Instagram.
Hell yeah.
What would y'all say y'all's favorite song is to play live?
Also a tough one. So for me, I have like a top 3 because, as I said, I'm more like I like deathcore and also like breakdown. So definitely Lilith. It's also our opener at the moment. The Darkness, because it's just in your face, and one of the new songs we just recorded, definitely, but not yet. But I have to say, Enemy Inside.
Yeah, that's good.
For me personally, first one that comes to mind is The Arrival. It's from the first album because I'm like a big black metal guy also, and I like the melancholic stuff a lot. And that song just explodes in melancholy at the end, and I just like that because it's just screaming from the top of your lungs at the end. It's like dramatic, and there are like all these open notes and like bam and an orchestra, you know, and that's an awesome song because I can get in that playing metal minor state. I love that, and also like 1 or 2 songs to bounce to and just freak out. One would be also The Darkness, or one of the new songs called Bonded.
Also Bonded is a nice one to play live, definitely.
Bonded is a good song to freak out with. Vikings is pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that gets a good crowd reaction.
We haven't played it live yet that much, but when we do, it's always cool.
Right.
Enemy Inside is also good. I like Parasite Humanity because of the energy.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking fast. But that's nearly every song of Corbian.
Dude.
Fucking right. In your face. 100%.
Yeah, and always a fucking
twist.
Yeah, always like, fucking twist, and it's almost painful to play.
Yeah, definitely. So as I started in the band, and I thought I was a good guitarist, and I think after the second practice, I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm just out here. So it's just it's crazy stuff.
The speed,
the speed is pretty crazy, and also for our newer stuff, it's always
challenge.
Speed, challenge, and just pain in the ass.
Right. Yeah. I follow this rapper Tech9. I don't know if y'all know him, but I've seen him say a couple times like, "You're never gonna hear this sung live. Like, it would be way too hard for me to do this, on stage. I did it in the studio. That's it."
Yeah. I think it's okay to do a song that you couldn't replicate live. I think that's okay. That's what the studio is for, for ourselves, it's also that way. It's like, we record like 6 guitars on some parts, and of course we can only play 2 of them live,
Yeah.
but
Right.
you have to separate the studio from live.
Exactly.
And we had to learn that. Because at first I was like, dude, we cannot play this in the studio. How should we play it live?
Yeah.
It can't be played live that way. We shouldn't do it.
Hmm.
And then we were told, like, dude, the studio is something different. Like, it don't has to be like this live.
Right.
Also with stacking vocals. I mean, it's just one of me. But it's awesome in the studio if there are like 3 of me. In there.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we always challenge ourselves in the studio. So
Well, we try it still.
Yeah. So it's always a new challenge, or like we go to the studio and maybe 1 or 2 parts are not that good or not sitting perfectly, but then we have to learn it. We try, and then at some point we always can play it. So
For example,
yeah,
this day when we said we came from the studio, me and our producer, we challenged him to some squeals, because I
Yeah.
love them Zach Wild or Kiss Switching Gates squeals,
Right.
and he has a bit of difficulty with it, and then
Right.
we were sitting there and practicing squeals like.
yeah. So that's what we also do in the studio. It's not just recording, but also trying
Learning,
new things out and also learning. And that's
Right.
that's a really a big point for me.
Hell yeah. Use it as a learning experience. That's cool.
Yeah.
And that's also when like creating your own music, like it pushes your technical ability too.
Of course,
Of course,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, we constantly try that, because then we get bored.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah. And I guess my last question is something like a red flag for me when I meet someone new. And most times it's like at a party and they're drunk and they're like, dude, I'm an asshole, man. And it's like, oh, I probably don't want to be around you though, then, because if you say you're an asshole, you're probably an asshole. And for some reason, you think that's cool to say. And I relate it, I relate it to Lilith in that way because you're like you're a bitch, but you call yourself a bitch, So like,
Yeah,
what
he's
with
openly a bitch. Yeah,
exactly? It's like you're a self-proclaimed bitch. It's like, oh yeah. So is that something that whoever that was about, did she or he say it? Like when you first met, or was it kind of she just agrees with it or whatever?
I think she would agree with me. I think she would say, "Yeah,
I think
I'm like that, but you
Right.
don't have to be with me
Yeah,
when I'm
I
like
think,
that."
I think she would proudly
Yeah,
accept that.
yeah, she's proud of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and people that accept that, that's why. That's why I don't want to be around them. It's like, oh, you accepted it. You don't even want to change it. You're just like, this is who I am, and you either like it or you
Yeah.
don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. In one way, I can relate to it and say I like that about you, but on the other hand, I mean, obviously it didn't turn out that good.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I would say makes it worse for me, or better, like you said. I mean,
Right.
if you treat someone bad and you're conscious of it, it's kind of more awful.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, she's true to herself. I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks, whatever happened, but a killer ass song came out of it.
That's right. Yeah.
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 Was there a time in your life when you, or in his life too, where you held some connection with someone similar, or?
I've definitely, and it can be on my part too, where I've had a toxic relationship where it's like, damn it, I wish this could work, but either you're too toxic for me, or we just don't mesh and our personalities. But yeah, I've had something kind of similar, so I could relate to the lyrics in Lilith a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also for me, earlier in life, went through a very toxic relationship that ended in divorce. So, most definitely. So, but life is good now. Life is good now.
Good.
That's good.
That's awesome, dude. Kudos to you, man. That's always what we want to hear. You know, if someone has regained his strength and is pushing forward. Yeah, he was in kind of a same place when we first hit him up. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, but this year, me and my wife get to celebrate 10 years.
Oh,
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 nice.
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, oh, you was about to say something, Bob?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do y'all hope for Corbian in 2022?
Dude, to be honest, the first thing
Playing shows?
playing shows and that fucking COVID thing to just be not that annoying because it's fucking stealing our shows and
Yeah.
gets on everyone's spirits, you know, and yeah, that our plans for this year will come to life and work out the way
We just want.
we hope. Yeah, because you know it's all the time we're getting stones laid in front of our path. You know, it's pretty tough in the last year, but we always recover and we will. You know, and we're on a good way. You know, we're and I think and I hope to find a new guitar player. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we need him. Yeah.
Awesome.
No, it's not like it's complicated, you know. Our old guitar player is still with us, but he don't want to be in for much longer, you know. And he is that cool to say, you know, I play with you guys since you when you get a new one, I'm out of there, but no, we're cool with him, and he doesn't let us hang in, you know.
Awesome.
But we have to be complete again, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Looking forward to see what y'all do, you know, this year, and gonna definitely keep an eye out for everything y'all got going on.
Dude, that will be awesome, dude. I appreciate it so much, even that you guys are willing to talk to us, you know, and build a connection, you know, out there, because we're pretty much here in Germany, you know, and we're so glad that people reach out and accept that chance, you know. That's pretty much very awesome, dude. Big thank you to you guys. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, thanks for y'all's time. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no problem, dude. We will be hanging out here.
Hell
I
yeah.
have some cool physical merch out there. Some beanies, some shirts, and some hoodies.
Yes.
Tell people where they can support y'all by getting your merch.
Yes. Unfortunately, you have to text us at the moment because our merch store went down because we're doing some management stuff. But yeah, you can text us if you
Instagram
want
stuff.
some merch, and there's no problem in shipping it to anywhere in the world. Yeah. Or we get you a little awesome message in there. We have some customized packages. You know, we just did like 50 packages and sprayed them black and all that stuff, just to have, I think, something special. You know, when you get it from your mail.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Is there anything that you want to leave, one last message for your friends, followers, family, enemies?
To be honest, just one more thank you to all the people that listen to us worldwide. You know, we see you. We see that are a lot of people besides Germany who listen to us, and we appreciate it very, very much.
Yeah.
And we're sorry that we're so lazy to not translate all our videos. It's just so much effort, but we're getting on it. I think we're at some point we will do that, because we don't want the guys in USA and somewhere else leave them hanging, you know.
Right.
And we appreciate the support.
Every support.
Hell
So
yeah,
just
guys.
Hang with us, stay safe.
Yeah, and so healthy.
that's the only thing that is important for us.
Yeah.
So,
Look out for each other. You two guys, look out for
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
You know, look out for your families and all that stuff. And just stay safe and have a good fucking time, dude.
right. That's all about.
Remember
Wonka.
that sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day, but you'll make it through.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
I like that. It's a great way to end it. Well, Bobby, if you don't mind letting these folks know what to do,
Stay black, you motherfuckers.
don't be whack.
Yeah, yeah.